Here, still not a licensed physician at the time of making this video, and not giving medical advice, not giving anything advice. It's purely educational and for entertainment. The other day, someone commented on an older video of mine about home brewing anabolic steroids, and they said something about how what they're afraid of are heavy metals. They made reference to the fact that the stuff often comes from China. They thought that China tends to leave heavy metals. Do they? I don't know. But if you're concerned with heavy metals, you can actually get rid of a lot of them. Now, I'm not saying that this is perfect. It's kind of like the home brewing. It's not perfect. It's not laboratory, GMP, USP grade procedure. No, it's home brewing. It's like someone wrote in my comments, it's like, hey dude, read the name, home brewing, not Pfizer, top of the line laboratory stuff. No, just like this. Although this is most likely very effective, it's very simple and it's not going to be entirely effective, most likely. So how would you get rid of the metals? Maybe you're afraid of arsenic or chromium or manganese. So how would you get rid of them? It's pretty simple, actually, because anabolic steroids and esters of anabolic steroids are not water-soluble. Oh, but what if there's issues with the metals being soluble in water? Well, guess what? That's why you add some EDTA, chelating agent. Got a lot of carboxylic acids that can bind to the metal ions. And, sorry, just my throat's being weird. So yeah, it's really as simple as this. You get like a little cup or something. Nice to look very professional. Get like a clear glass cup. Even better if you have a beaker. Extra professional. Now some people don't realize this, but you probably want to get a heat stable or heat resistant or whatever Pyrex glass beaker. Then, using a hand. Now, if you're skilled with your feet, you can use your foot. You grab whatever the steroid is in, and you pour it into the Pyrex beaker. Then, you ideally use distilled or some sort of purified water. It's not actually necessary, but ideally you do, and you add that. Then you get your EDTA, and you go, and you pour some EDTA in there. Then you go, well, how much EDTA? That doesn't seem very scientific. Well, guess what? The amount of metals that might be present there are pretty small. That's not to say that it's not potentially harmful for you, but the actual amount is pretty small. So if you just go and pour some EDTA in there, it's in all likelihood going to be more than enough. Like if you can see the EDTA flowing out of the packet or whatever, I've got EDTA. It's in my closet, but I'm not going to go walk all the way and get it. If you can see the EDTA that you're pouring into your cup, now this is assuming you don't have a thing of steroids as big as this whole room. If it's in a little beaker, 50 milliliter beaker, 100 milliliter beaker, and you pour some EDTA in there, it's probably enough EDTA to chelate all of the metals in there. It goes to a 1-to-1 ratio. Now, an EDTA molecule is larger than a metal ion, but still, you pour some in there, and now what you do, very advanced scientific technique, and I'll just say it. I'm trying to think of something funny, but yeah, you put it on the stove, or you put it on a Bunsen burner, or you put it on a hot plate or whatever, you heat it up, and you boil it. That will allow the reaction to take place more. Because if you just add the EDTA, there's a chance that it won't, you got your metal ion here, you got your EDTA here, maybe they just kind of go like this. But if you add in the heat, then they go, yeah. So to sum that up, because I know I drew it out, you get a beaker that's heat resistant, Pyrex glass beaker probably, you put your steroid in there, you put some purified water in there, you put some EDTA in there, and you heat it all up. You boil it. Now, don't break the law. If doing this procedure is illegal in your country, don't do it. Yeah. I'm not recommending you do this. Oh, and what would you do after this? Because I kind of left you hanging. For me, I know all this stuff, so it's easy for me to forget that I need to say it. So now what do? You have your cup with your water and your EDTA after you boiled it. Let me think of what would be ideal. I didn't actually plan this out. So you can probably just pour it through a filter. Then you can pour some more water over your steroid powder and wash it. Then, after all the water's gone through the filter, you take the filter, and you have some dish somewhere, and you go, and or maybe you take a knife and you scrape it off. It's up to you. Maybe you use a spoon. Maybe you're a knife person, maybe you're a spoon person. I don't know. I don't care. The point is, it's going to be on a filter. And you'll want it to be on a dish or something. Maybe you just go straight from the filter back to the beaker. It doesn't matter. But you're going to want it to get back in that beaker so you can mix it with the oil and the solvents, the antimicrobials, to prepare your home-brewed stuff. Anything else I should say? So yeah, boil it in water with EDTA, pour it through a filter, wash it with the clean water again, put it into the beaker, and do the homebrew thing. Look for my other video on how to homebrew. This is all for entertainment and for education. Not recommending anyone do it. Don't do it. What you should do is check out my other videos. Check out my Instagram, AndreyHutch, AndreyHutch. You can hire me for training consultations, coaching, plans, etc. Same thing with diet and supplements, special supplements too, harm reduction for special supplements, chemistry consultations, advice, whatever, tutoring. Not medical, because I don't have a medical license, but I can give you, so no medical advice, but medical information is okay. So we can have medical information chat, but we can't have medical advice chat.